number one. All right, welcome everybody to the finals of challenge number one. We've got Stormguard on Stone Scar at the bottom of your screen and Overmaster at the top of your screen. Sorry, I have the name switch there. We'll switch for game two, but for game one, we're going to check out Stormguard here on their start. So we have got pretty decent hand. We've got that Fenris Nightshade, Smuggler, Milos, and Yushkov here. I've really liked the look of this Nightshade so far.
I agree. I think that's might actually be an upgrade from even the unnerfed attacking guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
That rogue. I don't like Yushkov in this matchup, so I would expect to see those go away pretty quickly.
Yep, absolutely. I agree. All right, and then it looks like we've got, on Theo's side, we've got pretty much exactly what you'd expect from an Elysian Spells hand. We've got a Wump, we've got a Jural, we've got a Snowball, we've got Wisdom of the Elders, and a Dazzle. So pretty much the pick your choice of the Elysian Spells deck. It's in there. Everything except for Conjurer.
I think I'd be setting up my Silverblade Menace now. Like, I know we wanted to play Milos to get in damage, but I think what the way Stormguard wants to shape this is get in your early damage and then Silverblade Menace and breaking with a plan to break Aegis with Condemn.
Yeah.
I think that would be my long-term plan for this game.
Yep, I think that's a great idea. I would have a similar plan here. All right, Theo going to throw out a Wump here, and then they're going to get their Face Aegis triggered. There's Shakedown. Now, this Snowball is probably going to break this Face Aegis, and then also have the Shakedown there. Does Stormguard
Wouldn't surprise me if we saw this Dazzle happen. Wow, that's aggressive.
Yeah.
Oh, he wants to open contract.
Yeah. No, he's
yeah.
Edict. Yeah, Edict will take care of that.
Even better.
And that can't be dazzled.
Milos gets dazzled here, I bet.
Yeah. A nice, clean way to get rid of that Wump. And nothing Theo can do about that. Just slow down the beats for Milos.
Yep. Stormguard could have played around that, played around the dazzle by shakedowning first, but he might be trying to grab a unit, which is better.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to grab the Jural. Okay, but there's a backup Jural, so we've got two Snowballs, a Dazzle, and a Jural, and another Jural off the Nightfall. Good way to refill your Jurals, Theo. Two Jurals, two Snowballs, a Dazzle, and of course the two Hurlers in hand as well.
Yeah, we got to keep a watch on the spell count for Silverblade Menace.
Yep. All right, there's a Persuader off the top. Cannot cast that or the Yushkov. Still only at 3 power for Stormguard. We've seen Stormguard get a little light on power a couple times today. They don't really have a ton of options here. You can either play out your Smuggler or, you've got the Nightshade.
I think I'm open contracting here.
Yep. Just going to Condemn, swap, get open contract. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes me nervous. I really want to answer that Jural. I know you can anytime you want, but I don't see a reason to let a Berserk trigger happen here.
Yeah, and Huntress the draw off the top. There's some good draws for Theo this game. I mean, for good reason. That's what the deck does, but can draw that Huntress off the top, and that's going to... It's not a good draw for Storm.
Probably kill Milos.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even like this trade.
Yeah. Yeah, gets the open contract, as you said. You're going to take the trade for the Huntress. That's going to open up the draw again. Plundering, by the way, plundering that Huntress, plundering one of those Hurlers to get a Primal to get up to that 6 influence, to get that 6 Primal influence to turn on draw this turn. Pretty nice little synergy there for Theo.
Dare we heads up play?
Heads up play. But pretty good. And now you've got another Jural plus a Dazzle in hand. This is looking pretty good from Theo's side.
We still got room to attack. This Persuader just looks so
Gonna throw a Seed of Chaos to the bottom.
I could see moving Persuader to the market in Stone Scar.
Yeah. We haven't seen it do a lot today. I think we've seen it once do what it was supposed to do, and otherwise it's just been sitting in hands. But we didn't see a lot of Ipalongo's games, potentially, that it could have been in there.
Oh, I was gonna say, get your Silverblade Menace. It's gonna be it's gonna be close. It's nice for Stormguard that Theo is not on 8 influence yet.
Ooh, there's an Annihilate off the top. That can take care of that Giral. There's the Persuader. Okay.
We're taking the scary lines.
A pause for election is going to punish that and bounce that Nightshade, not only eliminating the damage, but also meaning Stormguard cannot play anything else this turn.
It's nice that you get a power, but
yeah.
Eek. I want Silverblade Menace in hand like 4 turns ago.
Yeah. You know,
because we must be close.
That'd be close. Overmaster, you know, you're not at the 8 primal influence, but you're turning things around pretty quickly. That's 7 plus a Silex and a Treasure Trove in hand. You got Dazzle and Equivocate in hand. Overmaster seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Can they win it here?
No. Well, I guess if they have that Dazzle.
They have the Dazzle.
We missed our window. So the play has to be get Silverblade Menace and pray. Which isn't a bad spot to be in. Like,
there's Nightshade.
Theo's only on 2 cards. Is Silverblade Menace just not in the market? Am I talking about a card that's not in the deck?
No, it is. It's in there. Triggers for 8 right now. All right. Theo draws a primal symbol, which will put them at the 8 influence for Giral. With an Equivocate and a Dazzle. Okay.
Dazzle doesn't matter. I mean, it does, but
it's just 2 damage too.
It's really sad that if Theo now goes, if Stormguard goes to the market, I think they're just going to die to the Equivocate.
There's the Condemn. For a Dark Return. Dark Return for a Milos. 4/4 Milos. I'm going to put that on the board. And attack. And that Equivocate is going to bounce the Milos. It's going to do 2 damage to the face.
And that's game.
And that'll be game right there.
Petition Treasure Trove attack.
Yep.
No Treasure Trove.
And that'll be there. Okay, Stormguard or Theo taking the first game. So Theo's going to go up 1-0. And all the Overmaster needs to do is win one more game against Stonescar to become our first champion and be the #1 ranked player on the leaderboard. So good win there, but it's best of 3. So now it's all on Stormguard. Got to win these last 2. And we'll go right back down to the action there. So Overmaster took that one. 1-0. This could be the last game here. We'll have to see. I will say that I like the Elysian side. I think Theo's played very well today. I like that deck. I like the way that's set up at the moment. And I'm saying I think I like their advantage in this match. Thoughts?
I think it's close. I'm really curious how that game plays out if we get the Silverblade Menace earlier. And there was a turn when I think Stormguard could have answered that Giral that wound up being lethal. So I think managing those threats from the Stonescar side is the challenge, because I think Stonescar is faster.
Yes, definitely.
So as long as we don't get tunnel visioned into trying to like outgrind, because this can be a grindy Stonescar version that Stormguard is on, but at the heart you just want to play your Champion of Chaos and attack 4 times or however many times it takes for lethal.
All right, quick start from Stormguard here, but if pause the reflection is going to pause that attack here. I'm going to blank that attack from Stormguard, take the 3 from Nightshade, but bounce that Milos back to his hand.
Conjurer here, right? Or maybe
I'm gonna go for the merchant.
merchant.
And
Lightning storm.
what's he gonna
What
grab?
are you gonna get, Theo?
Lightning storm. I'm gonna take a permafrost. Okay.
That's a good grab. Permanently answer that Milos.
Yep. And here's
gonna cost you some-
Yushkov. Attack with
I
the
just don't
Nightshade. Does Theo just trade here?
I would.
Yeah, just take that 3. Just take that unit off the board for essentially free. Well, I'm gonna take the 3 here.
Yeah.
Okay. In hand, Stormguard has Jack, Button Chops, Milos, and a Seek Power.
I appreciate you humoring me with
Of course.
with button chops.
Of course. This is a show. It's for entertainment.
why
BDO6,
we're
thank
here.
you for the follow. Appreciate it. Theo definitely thinking through his plays. This is the finals. You know, he wants to play this very carefully. You win this game, you win the tournament. Gonna prime.
I really want to see. I want to see Stone Scar move away from Yushkov.
Yeah.
It feels a little bit win more. Like it's great in the mirror, kind of. But I think there are other ways you can get more advantage in the mirror and not give up things against other opponents. Unless your primary reason for playing him is for the ramp. Is that possible?
Interesting. Goes to the market and gets Hurler
like this.
back to get an extra snowball. Okay.
It sets up Conjurer next turn to create a
Yeah.
4/4.
Yeah, I like that play a lot. Never forget that you can pass these hurlers back and forth from the market and you get a snowball each time.
The good old smuggler shuffle.
All right, gonna go ahead and permafrost that Yushkov. Just slowing Stormguard down. Although
This could be
you
an
still get the
explosive
power.
turn.
Yeah, you still get the power even though he's stunned. You still get the power boost. So Stormguard gonna start the turn with 6 power.
Get your damage in. Get that Milos back on the board.
Gonna draw a card off of the Nightshade. And as you said, get the Milos down, deal 6 to the Overmaster, plus a Firebomb.
So now it's going to be Conjurer, double Snowball on the Fenris, and kill the...
It's pretty good. Double
And
Snowball
get a
on the
4/4?
Fenris and get a 4/4. That's a pretty good turn.
I guess the 4/4 is going to come into play exhausted.
Yep.
So Yushkov trying to prove me wrong.
He's doing
He is an
work this
attack mode,
game.
though. It's doing something.
Yeah, double jack and annihilate, double jack, and a button chops left in hand. So lots of options for Stormguard.
I just like annihilate and chops.
Yep. Chops the engine, get the conjure off the board, annihilate the 4/4, cut Theo's life
Yeah.
total in half. And not in good shape. You got a dazzle. Helio on top. Gonna keep it. Theo wants those cards.
Whoa, Theo. I mean, we know
Wow.
you're dazzling. That's...
Take the damage where you can get it, I guess.
I suppose. It does. We're close to Jural, so if our plan is dazzle, Helio, and then kill.
Can Jack can't get the double. You can get your 3 damage here. Puts
gonna
Theo
be
down to
close.
5.
I mean,
it's close.
This looks...
Well, you can Helio here, but does that...
You double block the... Oh no, you can't double block.
No power drawn, so can't cast either of these pause for reflections.
Do you have to assume they have Jack and chump block?
Well, they have 2 jacks in hand and condemn. I think you have to. There's the
Condemn, open contract, game over.
Yep, that'll do it. Condemn, open
No, we
contract.
don't have a card for Jack. We don't have a card for Jack.
Well, did they have lethal if they did? Interesting.
I think it's interesting that it would have been the same amount of damage if we hadn't imbued on with button,
Now, see,
and
now
we'd
you
have an
give-
extra attacker.
Now you give Theo with 2 pause for reflections. You give some time here.
I guess I've been undervaluing the exhaust on Yashka, allowing you to keep pushing damage.
Yashka's been pretty good this game.
I'm still not convinced.
The ability to survive and keep doing this through the permafrost has been nice. Now Theo having 2 pause for reflections is gonna... I love the aggro attacks by the Overmaster we've seen.
So I'm sure Theo won't miss this, but when you send your pause to reflection, you need to send it at Milos first.
Gonna toss the Annihilate to do the damage. Thanks for the follow, Rashi is here. Really appreciate it. There's the pause for reflection, the first one. Gonna hit the Milos. As you said, gonna have to do that so he doesn't get the boost.
It does pump the other one, though. So even if you answer this button, now you have another Milos that's angry.
It's true.
This looks good for Stormguard. Chump pause. No pause.
Trove.
Like, there's a world where he top decks Giral and wins.
Yeah, good. There's an Equivocate.
But that's not going to do it, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Equivocate I guess you
pause.
Equivocate something, pause something, and you're not dead. So I think you get a imitated Giral.
Yeah. Yeah, you can survive this turn.
And you're trying to kill from really far away.
Yeah. Okay, Conjurer with the Equivocate and the pause gets a 4/4.
Equivocate button, pause Milos? That doesn't seem great.
No.
Equivocate Milos, pause Jet. Also doesn't seem great.
Equivocate Milos. Pause the Conjurer. Okay. But that's still... You're just dead, yeah. All right. That was tough. That was a really blitz start. I think Theo did a really good job of trying to... Really good job trying to extend that as far as he could. But just enough from Stormguard. But Theo made that game last. Now this is it. This is the final game for all the marbles. So, winner of this next game, this is game 3 of the finals. Winner of this takes home $20 cash, takes home the #1 spot on the leaderboard, and secures their spot in the Invitational coming in March. So we will go right back there, and this will be the last game of the day. So thank you again, everyone, for coming and hanging out today. Make sure you sign up to participate in the event on Tuesday night or the week from Friday. Make sure we get that in there. Any questions, feel free to leave them in chat. And let's cheer on Stonescar or Elysian Spells, Stormguard versus the Overmaster for the championship of Challenge number 1. And after this event is over, we'll post the deck lists. We'll post the deck list and the leaderboard so everyone can keep an eye on those. If you have any questions, leave them in chat, and let's enjoy the finals. Just a reminder, I'm going to remind the players real quick that this is best of 3.
Given that they've played 2, I'm sure they'll figure it out, but it can't hurt. I like the second game from Stormguard where they played a lot more aggressively. I'd like to see an even more aggressive lines of play. And I just want to see the Silverblade Menace.
Yeah,
it's
we didn't get to see that Silverblade Menace there at all.
But I think that's the end game that I would try to play towards as Stonescar. So I would push as much early damage as possible.
Yeah.
And do the grindy things only when I don't have a way to force damage.
Yep, absolutely. All right, our players making sure that they're mentally ready for this last game for all the marbles here. Your nerves, even when you're experienced, your nerves have got it. Even a smaller tournament, you're experienced, you played big events, your nerves are still going in a match like this. You want to win so bad. And here we go. Let's join them. Game 3. Winner of this game wins it all. The Overmaster versus Stormguard.
This looks like a redraw to me from Theo's side. I think I don't want to run the risk of getting run over in the first 3 turns.
I would agree.
All right, I'm wrong.
I would agree. Whenever I play this deck, I usually like to have something to do on turn 2. I guess he has the Equivocate to do on turn 2.
I guess that's true.
Jedi, thank you for the follow. Good to see you, buddy. How's it going?
Jedi, your team had a really good showing today.
All right, Stormguard's hand. We've got Double Insignia, Condemn, Persuader, Smuggler, and Jack. Not a ton of action early.
Yeah, I do like shakedowning the units out of Elysian. It's a pretty small number of critical pieces in the Elysian deck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I like the, even though there's not of action on Theo's side, I like that you have the Equivocate and the Dazzle and Conjurer. You can turn just a few cards like that into an incredibly powerful game.
Yep. That must be an open contract since we saw they got to see the second Conjurer.
They got the Edict on that one.
Oh, yep.
But we saw that similar play in the past.
Yep, I keep forgetting that that's in the market.
It's a good one. It's a good one against this deck for sure. I guess it doesn't hit your rolls, but
I play Edict in some of my markets, and just can't remember it in this one.
all right, gonna attack here with the Persuader on there. Do some damage, draw the Sigil, and this is 6 power coming across.
This is going to get paused for reflection, right?
Did not.
No?
I was thinking the same thing, but he's knows better than we do.
Oh, he wanted to double spell next turn.
He's going to protect it. Wow.
Oh. Yeah, it seems like a bad exchange for him, though.
Yeah. Earth's Overseer,
it gets
thank
a
you for
little
the
better
follow.
now that, it gets better now that you Conjurer plus... I guess if you're really desperate, you can. Oh, your plan is to Equivocate, right? So, are you playing out the Conjurer again? This seems like a hard spot for Theo. My brain hurts.
If you're not playing out the Conjurer, you're just getting rid of a unit, and you can set it up next. I think that's a good play because you can set it yourself up for next turn to be able to double spell.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, just gonna Trove here. And then going to set up for next turn. Okay, good patient play here. Okay, Stormguard. So Stormguard's Equivocate got equivocated into an Endra, champion of Shafka. Not the worst thing to be.
I don't think that's going to be as powerful in here as it used to be.
Probably not, but...
Get the Silverblade Menace. Did we get it?
Did get the Silverblade Menace. Tossed that Rendra, or tossed it away, the Shafka, to the Silverblade Menace. Finally, that's what you've been asking for.
Who needs to deal 1 when you can deal 12? While Theo thinks through their turn, because I'm going to defer to Theo's judgment here, can I make one more quick plug for our misplay content?
Yep.
So last year we did a community survey trying to get some information about what the community's interests are in Eternal, like play habits and other things like that. We're running it back this year, and it just went live. So if anybody has time, please check out the Reddit post about the community survey from the misplay. And we'll be going over the results probably with a guest at some point in the near future.
Absolutely, that's great. More feedback we can get from the community, the better. The more feedback that you all give us, the more better content we create and make it better for everyone, and keep spreading the great game that we have here.
And the louder we sound to Direwolf when we want things.
That too. All right, there's the condemn.
Open contract.
There's the open contract. Now we got it.
Oh yeah. This is good.
Pretty good. Sigil's gonna.
Yeah,
this
is exactly what I want out of Stonescar.
There you go. Kill the Storm Dancer, deal 4 to the face, and open contract the Conjurer. That's a big play by Stormguard there.
And now this Wump and Mizo, like, even if it comes down and even if Theo stabilizes, now we're in a position where these snowballs are going to add up and make Silverblade Menace a huge threat.
Yep. Yeah, tough spot for Theo's. Got a lot of action. I mean, good cards in hand, but a little tough spot, though. A little behind on board.
I mean, we have perfect information. It would be really impressive if Theo had the read on the Silverblade Menace.
Yep.
And etchings for the Royal Decree just to snipe it.
Well, you've got open deck list. Stormguard's gone to the market, what, 3 times this game?
Yep.
It's probably a safe assumption. Okay. Huntress.
I don't think it's going to happen because I think you would do it first on Wump and Mizo, then play Huntress.
Yep.
How many spells has Theo played this game? Not that many yet.
Not that many.
Pause for reflection is going to mess up our Silverblade Menace math.
Yep, absolutely.
Snowball to the head. Swing for 3. Swing for more than 3. Ooh. I like this.
Yeah.
This is the aggression that I like out of Stonescar.
You're going to pause for reflection, the Wump. Still going to do the damage, though, and then you're going to take 3 from the Smuggler.
And ticks up the Silverblade Menace because you played another spell.
Ooh, and then the Shakedown.
Wow.
Wow. Shakedown's going to take the Wump. Oh, wow.
I would have taken a spell there because then you pump up the Silverblade Menace a little more and the Snowball.
It's true. I think Silverblade Menace is already at 7.
Well, we've got to play around. He's got that extra pause, so that's
pause
helpful.
Does what? That's +3. That puts Theo at a virtual 10.
Pause, well, and like pause is going to ruin the attacks for this turn, so pause is actually going to be more than that.
Yeah.
In terms of damage prevention.
Right. And then you also got the Dazzle. Dazzle doesn't really do much.
Let's see, is Theo going to grab the Royal Decree?
He's going to grab Permafrost.
Nope. Oh, that's a good answer.
Just take care of one.
Oh, no, he's just dead, right? Unless he leaves up the pause.
Yeah, if he leaves up the pause, but he's going to play the Permafrost. And he has another. Okay, hasn't played a power yet for turn. Okay, so has the power.
Okay.
Has the Permafrost and still has 1 power to hold up for pause for reflection. So Menace. It's going to do that, but pause.
Ooh, it's going to be Exaxes. Oh no, he pauses Jack and then doesn't die.
Yes, can stay alive this turn, but still.
Condemn. Seer.
We've got a Jack.
No, we're not playing Seer.
We've got a Smuggler, a Jack, and an Annihilate in hand.
That's a hard hand to beat.
Tough.
Oh yeah, the Jack is just lethal, right? There's nothing that Theo will have that'll prevent the damage.
I don't think so. Dazzle and Equivocator are just too late. Those aren't going to stop the trigger. And
well played, Stormguard. Silverblade Menace is a messed up card.
Yep. Dazzle or Equivocate this, but then just die to Jack.
Yep. I'm going to see lethal, and then I've got to go. Thank you, everybody, for watching. This is a great opportunity. Thank you for letting me be an observer. I've got to run because I've got to get to work. But thank you, everybody. And this has been a really sweet tournament. So look forward to more of this for Tuesday night.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Gato Sujo, for coming. We enjoy it. Thank you so much. And everybody check out the Misplay podcast. And congratulations to Stormguard, taking it down 2-1 over the Overmaster. Well played, everyone. Well played, the Overmaster. Congratulations on making it to the finals. But a big congrats from Stormguard. What a comeback to start out 2-2 and to end it with a win in the finals.